Let's turn now to some breaking news as the search for a suspect closes down the Mass Pike for hours. Welcome to Western Mass News at 12:30. I'm David Horwitz. Now police are telling residents in the Blandford area to stay inside. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford joins us live with more details. Paris?
David, that's right. Mass Pike westbound was closed for hours this morning as police search for a suspect they say is involved in a shooting this morning in West Hartford, Connecticut. State police releasing these photos of the suspect believed to be Darnell Barnes, 22 years old. He is described as a 5'5" male with a slender build. He is considered to be armed and dangerous. Now, state police say he is suspected of shooting a victim multiple times in West Hartford last night. This video here showing the police investigation early this morning around the University of St. Joseph, where there were reports of shots fired. Investigators trying to determine if a nearby rollover car crash was connected. Now, meanwhile, police are asking Blandford and Russell residents to take precautions as the search is still ongoing. They suggest keeping doors locked, staying inside if possible, and calling 911 if you believe to have seen Barnes. Now, this warning also affecting area schools. Western Mass News has learned a voicemail went out to families and the Gateway Regional School System, informing the community that all activities will remain indoors for the day. And we just learned that Westfield Public Schools also experiencing that same thing. They will have all activities indoors for the rest of the day. Now, as you can see behind me, the Mass Pike is open. All lanes have been open. The scene has been cleared. We will continue to follow this developing news and bring you the latest details. Be sure to stick with us here on air and online at westernmassnews.com. For now, reporting live, Paris Dunford for Western Mass News.